When life falls apart, it can feel like you're supposed to just bounce back in 3 days and get on with it. Sometimes that's what people tell us. Get on with it. Don't worry about it. But if you're in a season where everything feels heavy, I want you to know you're not failing at healing. You're human, and you're being human in the middle of something really big. There are some gentle crisis support notes that I put together for those who are reading a new series of books that I'm coming out with called Healing in Crisis. And they're just 4 chapters long, and there's going to be about 13 of them. And so in these support notes, I just share some tips while people are going through their own healing crisis, because each book, brings you to the chapter that you might be ready for. When you're in crisis, you can't handle it all at once. So today I just want to share a few of those tips with you. And then if you want, at the end of this video, you can just get a free download. But tip number 1, nothing about you is too late. In a crisis, we often feel like you might have missed an invisible window, or you're too old for something, or you should have done that. You should on yourself. You'd say, if I'd been wiser, faster, stronger, went to college, did this, I wouldn't be where I am right now. But you have not missed your life. You're still in it. This moment can be the beginning. It's not the ending. Right here, right now, you're allowed to start again. Try this with me if you can. Put your hand over your heart and say quietly out loud to yourself, I am not late for my own life. I'm here right now. I am not late for my own life. I'm here right now. Notice what happens to your body when you speak that to yourself in that way. Tip number 2, you're allowed to be exactly who you are. Some days you might feel strong and clear. In other days you might feel foggy, numb, angry, shaky, exhausted, have a headache, want to curl up in the ball. None of those states mean that you're broken when you feel that way. You're not required to be okay just to make other people feel more comfortable. Instead of judging what you feel, I invite you to name it with some honesty and kindness. You can use some simple sentences like, today I feel this, and that's how it's going to be. And you don't have to fix it right in the moment. You can simply be telling yourself the truth and letting that be enough for you right now. When people say, hey Fitz, how you doing? I always say, fine. And I answer that truthfully, because if I'm not, I say I'm not doing fine. And they always give me a funny look. All right, tip number 3. Being overwhelmed does not mean you're weak. When everything hits at once, it's so easy to think, if I were stronger, this wouldn't knock me down. But overwhelm is usually a sign that you might just be caring too much for one nervous system at the moment. Your nervous system may not be able to hold it alone right then. Sometimes real strength looks very ordinary. It looks like asking for help, saying no, letting one thing go until tomorrow. So I want you to now think about asking a gentle question regarding that. What is one thing that you could put down or postpone today without the world falling apart? Maybe it's the one email or the one chore or that hard conversation that can wait. Write the one thing down and give yourself permission to let it go today. That is not a weakness. That is wise stewardship of your energy. Now, I want to just let you know, I'm making transitions in my own life, and this is really an important piece of work for me. These books of healing in crisis. There is so many shifts and changes going on with the environment. Whether you are a leader in a place of work or in your community or in your family, you're realizing that you probably know someone who is in crisis. These books are both in Kindle. They're going to be in print. I know the first one's already in print. I'm writing them because I'm actually going through my own journey of crisis, and I'm shifting, and I'm creating great things that are new. And so it's being written from a place of vulnerability. And even though I don't share any details of my crisis, because you don't need to know all of those, it's really a journey that I've been through several times in my life, and I know it's important work. So if you know someone who's going through crisis, go grab this book. I think it's like $1.99 on Kindle or whatever. Very small, and there's more books that are coming out for it. And if you need anyone who needs to have some private one-on-one coaching sessions with someone who's gone through it, who's written about it for many, many years, I'm available there too. I usually don't do this, but I'm actually going to just offer it for $500 for 4 private sessions with me so that I can help someone move beyond that very first step, which is calm your body and your mind. Thanks. Talk to you soon about it.